Students, good morning, all of you. So today we will be discussing about the course of stomach meridian. Before going ahead in the detailed course, we will have some information about the stomach channel, stomach meridian. Now, stomach meridian is called as the foot yangming meridian, which is the pair of foot, hand yangming, that is large intestine meridian. Now, stomach meridian is connecting internally and externally to its Zhang meridian, that is spleen meridian. Stomach meridian belongs to the earth element. It has total number of points 45 in number. So Zingwell point is ST45. Its Z-clep point is ST34. Its yawn source point is ST42. Then its back shoe point is urinary bladder 21. Its front move point is RAIN 12 or CV or conception vessel 12. Then we will see its 5 element points. First of all, ST45 is the Zingwell point as well as it's a metal point, or it is also sedation point of the stomach meridian. Then ST44 is water point. Then ST43 is wood point. ST42 is fire point, or it is also called as the mother point. And ST36 is the earth point. So now going ahead, and we'll discuss about the detailed course of the stomach meridian. So stomach meridian actually starts from the lateral part of the nasolabial groove, where the large intestine channel ends, that is LI20. From here, it goes to the inner canthus of the eye, that is at the urinary bladder 1. Then from here, it goes to the center of the infraorbital ridge at ST1 point. And actual meridian superficial course begins from ST1. Then meridian goes downwards up to the nasolabial groove, and where it crosses the midline and connects with the another channel on the opposite side. Here it meets with the DO26 point, and it spreads above the these gums of upper jaw. Again, this meridian comes on the back side, and along the corner of the mouth, it descends downward and comes at the angle of the mandible. From here, again, it crosses the midline and reaches to the CV, that is conception vessel 24, where it again crosses the midline to meet the large intestine channel and stomach channel itself on the opposite side. Then from here, it goes along the angle of the mandible, and it goes upwards from the anterior aspect of the ear and up to the lateral aspect of the forehead. This is point number ST5 at the angle of the mandible, that is the anterior part of the masseter muscle. So here it divides into two branches. One branch goes upward and one branch goes downward. So this upward branch at the superior part of the zygomatic arch, it meets to the gallbladder channel, that is from gallbladder 3, gallbladder 4, gallbladder 5, and gallbladder 6. And it comes at the lateral aspect of the forehead, where ST8 point is there. From here, it internally it it goes to the midline and meets to the DO24 point or GB24 point inside the which is situated half cone inside the anterior hairline. Now, from point number ST5, this stomach meridian goes down along the lateral aspect of the neck and comes at the supraclavicular fossa. This is point number ST9. Now, along the superior border of the clavicle, this meridian goes laterally up to the anterior nipple line. Okay, and it descends downward and crosses and travels along the on the chest. At point number 12, ST12, it divides into 3 internal branches, from which one branch goes it crosses the shoulder and goes up to the 7th cervical vertebra, where it meets to the other young channels. Then second branch goes downward, crosses the chest, pierces the diaphragm, enters through the diaphragms, enters into the abdominal cavity, and it meets to its own true organ, that is stomach. Then it also connects with its Zhang organ, that is spleen, and from there it flows downward up to the inguinal region at point number ST30. Now, the third branch from the ST12, which is superficial branch, which goes along the chest, on the chest, through the nipple, then goes up to the end of the chest, from where it again goes medially and 2 cone lateral to the midline, that is the Ren meridian, and it passes on the abdomen up to the inguinal region, and both the branches, internal branch as well as external branch, they meet at the ST30 at inguinal region. From there, the meridian again goes laterally and goes downwards on the anterior aspect of the thigh. It crosses the patella or knee joint. Then it comes at the lateral aspect of the tibia or leg, and 1 cone lateral to the anterior tibial line, anterior tibial border. And here there is one point, that is 3 cone below the patella, that is ST36, from where one branch goes downward along the lateral aspect of the leg. It goes to the dorsal aspect of the foot and that finish up to the middle toe. And the main superficial course, main branch, goes downward, come to the point ST41 at the center of the ankle joint, from where it comes to the ST42, which lies in between the 2nd and 3rd toe. There is a depression. Then it goes along the 2nd metatarsal bone, lateral aspect, and ends at the lateral corner of the 2nd toe. Before that, at ST42 point, it has one branch which travels to the medial aspect and connects to the medial aspect of the foot and ends at the medial corner of the great toe, where it becomes spleen meridian. Now, one branch from the ST40 point is connected to the spleen meridian inside, that is the luo connecting point, that is ST40. So this ends the detailed course of the stomach meridian. and hope you all should understand. If otherwise, we can have this same course look into the diagram also. I can share one diagram to understand this whole course in detail. See this, what we have discussed. The course begins from this Li20, it goes up to the SUB1, inner canthus of the eye. Again, this is the summary or revision very fast. Then it comes to the center of the infraorbital reach, from where it descends downwards, comes at the nasolabial groove at ST3, where it crosses the midline inside and meets to the point this GV26 and spreads on the gums of the upper jaw, and it also goes to the esophagus also. Then from here it goes to the lateral this corner of the mouth, ST4, then ST5 at the angle of the mouth, from where it has divided into two branches, that one is goes upward and one is downward. Upward branch from the anterior aspect of the ear, it meets to the Sanjiao or triple valvular meridian here, as well as gallbladder 3, 4, 5, 6, and it travels medially and meets to the GB24 point and meets to the governing vessel meridian here. Then the second branch from ST5 goes downward along the lateral aspect of the neck, and it comes at the supraclavicular fossa. Now it goes laterally into the anterior nipple line, up to the anterior nipple line, from where means it's a ST12 number point. From here, three branches, one branch go backward, crosses the shoulder and goes backward, meets to the cervical 7th vertebra, where it meets to the other young channel. Then the second branch, which crosses the this chest region and which meets to its few organ stomach. One branch meets to the Zhang organ spleen, and then it descends downwards and comes to the inguinal region at point number ST30. Then the main branch from the ST12, which goes downward, crosses the chest, comes to the abdominal cavity, where it again comes medially, and it's almost 2 kun lateral to the central line, that is Ren meridian. Yeah, one branch from this stomach inside, it connects to the Ren 10, Ren 11, and Ren 12 point, and then it comes to the inguinal region. And this superficial branch again goes up to the inguinal region straightway, and comes at the point ST30, from where again the meridian goes little laterally, and from the anterior aspect of the thigh, it crosses the knee joint. Then from the ST36, again one branch goes down and ends at the dorsum of the foot in this middle toe. And from ST36, the main branch goes downward, and it from ST40 number point, it connects to the spleen channel internally, from where from the lateral or the anterior aspect of the leg along the anterior border, tibial border, it flows downwards, comes at the ankle, center of the ankle joint at point number ST41, then on the dorsum of the foot at point ST42, where it again has divided into one internal branch which goes in medially and ends at the midst to the spleen channel. That means spleen channel begins from the medial corner of the nail of great toe, and the main branch ends at the lateral corner of the second toe. This ends the full course of ST meridian. I think all of you understood now. So now I stop sharing, and if any questions are there, you can ask me. You can read that in detail in the book. as well as you can see the diagram. Okay. Thank you very much.